Our free live chat psychic reading connects you instantly with experienced psychics, ready to offer you personalized guidance and clarity in real time, whether you're curious about love, career, or life's biggest decisions. Our psychics are here to help you unlock your future and discover your true path. Experience the convenience of live chat, where you can ask questions and get immediate insights, tailored just for you. Don't miss out on this unique opportunity to connect with your inner self and receive the guidance you need. Subscribe now and never miss a live session. Start your journey towards clarity and peace today.
Hi, this is Unexplained where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the chat. Just a reminder that all of our show times and all that wonderful stuff is at our website at secretreadsbyandre.com. Of course, that is where we have everything for sale that we sell ourselves. So always check with our website before putting any money down. I don't want to hear any more stories about people losing money because they were scammed. Okay, with that said, let's get started with today's show. The wife is here.
Hello.
Yay! So it'll be a lot better. Much better. On our Patreon page, we have 2 new reports for everybody to have a look at. We have cryptocurrencies, hi wife, and how they're going to be affected by the cryptocurrencies for 2025, and what is China going to be doing for cryptocurrencies in 2025. So 2 full reports there done by Astrology. Go check it out. Our next thing. When is this end of tariffs thing gonna be happening? I know many of the 99% of the countries that have been tariffed as of recent, they've come to the table, made a deal, and they're pretty much in the clear. Now they got fair trade going on, except for 2 countries. Can you guess which ones? No. China and?
US?
No.
I don't know. I wasn't listening. I was reading comments.
The U.S. is implementing the tariffs.
Oh.
Canada. Because Carney's trying to be a tough guy. So when is the end of the tariff thing? I'm thinking it's going to be right about a week or so after the election, which is this Monday coming up for Canada. So, and that question is going to be coming up very, very shortly. So let's have a look at what is going to be happening in this period of time with the end of the tariffs moving forward. Last I heard is China is actually getting to the negotiating table and all that wonderful stuff. I think before the cards are thrown, about a week or 2 after the election, that is when Canada is going to be going to the negotiating table with Trump, because they got to continue with this tough guy act until somebody's elected. Yeah, it's pretty much what I had just said. And it's going to be, if they do not go for a deal with the United States, this is Canada, by the way, it's going to be financial collapse, basically, for Canada. So we can't continue with this particular thing. I know there's all these people out there with the elbows up thing. I didn't know what the hell that meant, but it's a hockey term, apparently. I don't watch hockey, so. I'm trying to stick it to the Americans and all that, which is nonsense, pretty much. But I do believe after 2 weeks after Carney, or maybe whoever's elected, will probably be changing their tune, and they'll probably have something said on the news like, well, you know, we should be friendly with the Americans again, kind of flipping the script and all that sort of thing, moving forward with the Americans. And all that wonderfulness. And it's going to be something that's not going to be sitting well with many Canadians out there. They're going to be flipping on the script, but they'll get over it and we'll move on and all that sort of thing. And then the cryptocurrency market and the regular market is going to be bouncing back up. So be ready in that period of time, because market's probably going to go up hard in that period of time. Okay, let's get into the next thing. April 28th, which is this Monday, which is the Canadian elections. And hopefully we can get there in time. Wife's working. She won't be here next show. Woo-hoo. Anyways, so we'll make it through that show. What is going to be happening on April 28th? I think everything is going to be going as predicted. I think I'm still picking up Carney's going to go for the win.
Get the camera.
Wife's over here now and sit over there. She's changed location.
Still think over there would be better. Yeah,
Over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we got to put your picture on the screen here.
Sure.
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 You still think, Carney?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Well, see, they can't see me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So the wife says Carney on
Not
Monday.
that I want it.
Not that we want it. And this is how we become Americans, because we're going to screw ourselves and all that sort of thing. And we'll have to become Americans because we'll have no other choice, because we'll be flat broke. And I'm still going with 90% sure that it's going to be Carney. Okay, let's move on, because that's just too depressing to think about. Somebody in the last show was asking about Clover. Will it get to that $42? I think it was one of the last questions that came in the last show. Hopefully they're here today. Now, when I'm signing off the show, people like rapidly try to put some questions in there. And we didn't get to it. So let's get to that one. And then we'll get to the chat. $42 for Clover. I guess this is some type of cryptocurrency. I do think that they're going to be not getting to that in 2025. It's going to be 2027. That's what the number that they gave me. And it's not going to be as rosy as a thing that they were hoping for. In this period of time, I do think many of the non-Bitcoin cryptos, or not any of the non-big cryptocurrencies, are going to be faltering in a big way. Many of the altcoins are probably going to be not doing as well as Bitcoin. You have to remember, Bitcoin is the market, and if your cryptocurrency does not have any use case, your favorite cryptocurrency, it's probably going to go by the wayside. And everybody's going to start to focus on the big cryptocurrencies, and that's Bitcoin, the Ethereum, the XRP, the Chainlink, and Cardano. So if you're looking for an alternative coin next to Bitcoin, maybe you want to check those out. None of these upstarts that probably are rug pulls. Okay? So just saying. Okay? Let's get into the chat. As I have a sip of coffee. Doo-doo. And my thing is upside down on the screen.
I didn't do it.
That was me.
Well, that's okay, because it's actually, the cards are upside down anyways. So there you go. That's perfect.
So watching this show, you must stand on your head. So the cards make sense. Don't do that.
It's their choice.
It's your choice. Just a health thing. You might not want to do that for an hour. Anyways, the continuing saga as Siddharth, staying on campus for this summer. And the wife had told me before the show started that this was coming up, and I picked up immediately. No, he is not. He's going to be moving on to something else. And I'm just picking up that maybe time for you to look into other people. Okay? Hopefully that helps you. Baby cow. Hey, Henri, could I get a reading on love? Thank you. Some interesting cards. We got the Lovers card upside down. We got the Death card right side up. And we got another card. Something to do with finances is going to be coming into a situation for you. Whatever it is that you are focusing on right now is going to be turning itself in an abrupt way. That's usually what the Death card is. Okay. Your journey is going to be taking a U-turn in some way. So if you're following or pursuing someone, in this case, I think it's going to be turning around and you're going to be occupied with something else. Somebody's going to be coming in and sweeping you off your feet in a way. So whatever you are focused on is going to be turned around and focused on somebody else. So somebody else is going to be coming in your sphere of influence, and they're going to be bringing the money, pretty much. So keep an eye out for that. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. 2 euros. I'll get it. When will I retire from civil service? 2026 or 2027? Closer to 2027, there's going to be a whole bunch of things that you're going to have to put into place. And a lot of things that you're relying upon are not going to be there for whatever reason, because politics. And so you're going to have to get all your stuff in order. So a little bit more Bitcoin, a little bit more gold, a little bit more silver, that sort of thing. On the sidelines, just getting ready for that retirement. Yeah, you're going to have to do some juggling around with the finances and the retirement thing and all that sort of thing to be ready for that in 2027. Because the government's going to be changing things on you, as they often do. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. Hey, Henri, in what price range, high, low, do you see Shiba Inu in the next 2 weeks? It's going to be going a little bit higher. I think we're going to be losing some zeros in the next little while because tariffs are going to be kind of disappearing in the next little while, or the fear of tariffs. I should make that clear. There'll still be tariffs. There's nothing wrong with tariffs. It's just the fear of tariffs is going to be going away because you can't be afraid of things for long periods of time. And then many of the day traders are going to be pricing that into the equation, and they're going to be moving forward with that. So I think a lot of when the fear goes away, I think the price of most cryptocurrencies and stock market is going to start to go back up. Okay? And there's going to be some other things that are going to be happening in that period of time. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. I know I'm being tested. Haha. I've had everything taken away from me to rebuild again. Sometimes that's a good thing. Hello? Is here? Hello? What is coming towards me?
Sorry. The other person is talking many sentences, so
Oh,
continue. with that
continue.
person. Hello's later.
Okay.
Sorry.
We'll get back to you. Hello. I just wish I knew when it will end.
I love some predictions.
It'll happen when you get a clear picture in your mind what you want. I'm picking up that you're not quite sure of what exactly you want, or the things that you're looking at are unattainable sometimes, and universe is going to throw you a bunch of curveballs. It's not until you get clear on what you want and actually following the universe's suggestions that they probably smacking you on the side of the head with on a direction to go. Okay? I do think that's going to be changing its way in June. Everything happening to you to the benefit of yourself. You're going to be learning all these wonderful lessons that the universe is giving you and actually doing some things with it. And I think everything is going to be turning in June. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Now it's hello. What is coming towards hello? It's not a train, which is good. We got lots of trains in our back area every day.
All night.
All night. But that's just life. There's going to be some type of celebrations or gatherings coming up for you in the financial realm, and they're going to be very beneficial to you. Maybe some mergers or something like that. That's going to be very beneficial to you in the next little while. Health is going to be a little bit of a balancing act. I guess this is the turnip lady from a past reading. So just getting all that on track, getting everything in focus on your health, wealth, and family. There's going to be some people that are going to be a little out of sorts as you make these new friendships, I guess they were, or partnerships. And there's going to be somebody who's going to be, unfortunately, put out into the cold on this one. So that is what is coming towards you in the next little while. So hopefully that helps you out. It's Batman. Hi, Andre. UK, Europe, especially Portugal, suffering from too many illegals. When will this stop? And we got the same thing here.
Illegals?
Yeah.
A lot of immigrants, anyway.
A lot of immigrants, anyways, and not enough housing or jobs. It's that DEI thing going on everywhere. It's going to be stopping in 2028, 2029 when it's finally done. You need a change in leadership. I think the one that you have right now is going to be changing his tune in the next little while and getting on top of the Trump train. I know J.D. Vance was giving him a what for not that long ago. Yeah, it's just the change in politics, and that's going to be happening in 2028. I think somebody who politically who's good for you is going to be getting higher in the polls, but not quite. So it might be another round until they get elected. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Kind of like Canada. We just can't get away from liberals. Did I say that out loud? Wife is like the neighbor character in Home Improvement. Wilson.
Wilson? You never watch Home Improvement?
Yes, it's the guy you never see.
Yeah. That's what he's saying. Or he. I don't know.
Okay, cool. Karen Reed's trial is happening for the second time. Would she be found not guilty on all 3 charges? Second-degree murder, manslaughter, and leaving the scene. Evidence suggests she might be framed. I think she's going to be let off on some of the charges, but there's going to be some other things that are pending. So she's going to have to go in for another term or trial date or whatever that is. And it's going to be moving forward in a good way for her. And everything is going to be resolved in the 3rd time. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Good morning. Can I get a rating? Rating.
Awful.
Probably one of those autocorrect things. It's okay. That's why my sweetie became sweaty.
And honey came homey.
If you're wondering what our nicknames are for one another, she's my sweaty.
Don't get Batman going now.
Yeah, Batman. Health is you're going to be a little bit rough in the next while. There's going to be some virus that you're going to be getting. Nothing serious. It's not the end of the world or anything. It's going to be dragging you a little bit. I'm picking up that there's going to be some new opportunities in front of you for either business or your job. And it's going to be very beneficial. And there's going to be somebody waiting there for you to help you along that pathway in the next little while. There's going to be some new friendships that are going to be coming along with this uptick in money, I guess. And it's somebody that you've been hoping and waiting for. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. 3-card reading or a flame reading?
I suggest cards because someone else is asking for a flame.
Okay.
And he's had many flames, so.
Yeah, Charles is the flame reading guy. So.
Cards today.
Cards today for Charles. No flame for you. Until next show.
And sit there.
But it's upside down.
And the devil. Yeah, that's true.
And the devil. And the 5 of Cups upside down to it.
They're all upside down.
All upside down. So you're going to be changing your solutions to many of the things that you tend to do. Okay? So you're not tied to, you're starting not to be tied to things that do not work for you. And you're going to be, instead of doing an abrupt change in direction, you're going to be smoothly going into something brand new and stop looking at all the negative things that are around you and move forward. I think sometimes when we get too much negative stuff around us, we stop. That's human nature, right? And we get paralyzed and we don't move forward. I think this time you're going to be, when these things come up for you, you're going to be blasting through them in a good way. Okay? That one foot in front of the other. Fetch or Filecoin? A better investment? Filecoin, I think, would be the better of the two. Because Filecoin actually has some use case. Okay? There you go. Hi, Andre. ADA or H-bar, which would be better? think right now I would go with the Cardano, just because there's a whole bunch of crazy things happening with it in the next little while. H-bar is going to become very, very important in the next little while. If it was me, I would just get both and just let it ride. Okay? But not financial advice. You do what you want to do. Hi, Audrey. Can I have a flame reading, please? There's our flame reading person.
Here it is.
So we got the piece of paper. Okay, and we got the lighting of the candle. Got a new candle. This is so you can do this at home. So you get some flame. Be careful. Don't want to burn down the house or anything like that. So Kiki Mon. We're going to put his energy into the piece of paper. Everybody can come and help out on that. Shifting that energy into the piece of paper with me. There we go. And then you take your piece of paper. For those who haven't seen this before, you take your piece of paper and you score one side of the paper. Keep the paper moving. That's rule number one. Because we don't want a big hole in the paper. And there. Spirit said that's it because it put the flame out for us. And you get something like that. Okay, and you're going to see pictures, you're going to see symbols, you're going to see color. I sometimes see color in these pictures. Mm-hmm. And the first thing I'm seeing is a turtle. You see the turtle? Mm. Kind of a native type of design of a turtle. And turtles are what in the native culture? Truth. So you're going to be coming into some truth in the next little while. You're going to like the truth when it does come. But if it comes right the second, it may not be palatable to you. Sometimes we go through stages, right? When truth comes to us and we're not ready for it, we're going to go, get away with that. But after we get more and different information getting into our heads or better information and the truth arises again, then we go, oh, okay. So we got to go through these growth spurts every so often. Okay. And I think that's the kind of process that you're going through. You're going to come to this truth a second time. And then you're going to be, oh, now I get it. Okay. So everything around you is about truth. Truth of what? Maybe truth of everything. But I'm thinking it's more of a friends and family that are around you. You're going to be starting to see them exactly who they are. Or who they are, and you're going to be benefiting from that understanding. Okay, let's do a quarter turn. Oop, there we go. What do we got here? First thing I see is a dog. See the dog? Mm-hmm. Woof, woof, woof. Man's best friend. And he's calm. He's just sitting on his behind, looking at you. So he's not stressed or anything. He's just looking at you. We can do this. Okay? Kind of, I got your back kind of feeling from this. I'm going to be with you through the tough times and all that sort of thing. I think there's going to be somebody who's very close to you that's going to be with you for the entire situation that you're going through. Okay. And they're going to be your best friend in the next little while. Anything else we see?
No.
No?
No, right now.
Two people in front of each other. Okay. Kind of a friendship thing. Working together. That's kind of the vibe I'm picking up from this one. So we went from that to that. No, we did that. No, it's this way. First thing I see is somebody diving. Like a diving board. Into the unknown. Don't worry, there's water. So if you're jumping off the diving board, there's water at the other end, which is always a good thing. Or something soft to land on. Crocodile. Crocodile.
Two people, one on each end. What they're doing, I don't know.
Two people on either end.
Like struggling almost.
White rabbit in the middle of the picture. Rabbits are about... sometimes a rabbit is about going down a rabbit hole, new information, that sort of thing. Or it could be about fertility.
Also means fear in some cultures.
Fear?
Because rabbits dart around and be scared.
Right. Jittery about every little thing. I think it's more of the jittery thing. That you may be a little bit timid on this particular situation that you headed into. And with your friends and the help of the universe, you're going to be getting through that in a good way. Okay? The unknown. And that's the last corner. Yes.
A penguin with a scarf?
Penguin with a scarf. That is so odd that we all saw that. With sunglasses. Penguins. Just trudging forward. Never looking back. They're very protective of their friends, their family. No matter the temperature, they get things done. Anything to add?
No, not about penguins, no.
Okay. Okay. So,
Scorpio says sees lips and teeth.
lips and teeth.
Lots of lips. They can only black and white picture. Yeah. You see colors.
He's cool. You see colors in a black and white picture. These are abilities are working. I can see the penguin when it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. So hopefully that helps you out. That is a flame reading. You can do this with your friends and family at home. Be careful. You don't want to cause any house fires. Let's get into the next thing. Hi, Andre. Please advise my guides' names and any messages from them. Oh, you want a name or two? First one I'm picking up is somebody named Terry. That's how he's saying to me. And something about cucumbers.
When you said cucumbers, I thought of them like when you're healing, or having a spa treatment, you have them on your eyes.
Cucumbers on your eyes?
Mm.
Maybe you need a spa day. A little bit of cucumbers. Maybe that's their message to you. Self-pampering. Looking after yourself. Doing all the wonderful things that are for you and getting out of this rut that you find yourself in and recovering from past things that you've been going through. I guess it's all from Terry. Who is Terry? It's more of a head guide, protector guide, just saying you need to take care of yourself. Okay? Never mind everybody else. It's time to take care of you. And that's pretty much the big message that they're showing. And in this moment in time, when you start to collect your thoughts and take care of yourself, then they can actually come talk to you, because you're all wound up. And you can't pick up on universe when you're all wound up. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. What are my friends VS's feelings for me in contact? They're kind of moving on into different directions, and because you're no longer the flavor of the month, which is a really interesting way of saying that. But I do think they're going to be moving on, because they're not quite the people that you thought they were. Okay? He recently had a bad breakup. Yeah, people are going to be they are going to be going through a whole bunch of feelings. Okay? And I think they're going to be moving on to other things and getting into areas that you may not be helpful in. And sometimes we have to sit in the background waiting for them to come back to us. This is the time that we have to work on ourselves and still be there as a friend if needed. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. It's Batman again. Batman. Samantha Jane thinks an Italian supervolcano is to explode soon. Yeah. What do you think? Super volcano. Super. Won't be this year. It's going to be probably next year.
Don't they have technology where they can like prevent it from exploding? Like,
preventative medicine. I do think they have some of that. I don't see it exploding anytime soon. But he asked for 3 cards. So let's do that. There's one. There you go. It's the long journey card. It's going to be a long period of time till that sucker blows.
It will be defeated.
And everybody's going to be, getting paranoid and all this. And it's going to be a bit of a whimper. That's what I'm picking up. Okay? There you go. English this time. Do you see Bitcoin Cash taking over BTC? No. First part of your question, where would the price of BCH go? It is used by thousands of retailers. That's kind of a misnomer. A lot of companies will have it, but nobody's using it. That's the unfortunate part of Bitcoin Cash, is it has all the running space on their blocks. Okay? But unfortunately, nobody's using it. And this is not a good thing for cryptocurrency. I do think it's going to have a place under the sun in the next couple of years, and it's going to be used in retail and all that sort of thing. But it's never going to be overcoming BTC. Price-wise, anyways. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. I like Bitcoin Cash, but it's just the way it is. Hi, Andre. A psychic reckons that silver and XRP will not be doing anything for the next 3 months, and there will be a pump and dump for XRP. Yeah, a little bit of a pump and a dump for the XRP. I think that's everything is right-sizing itself. especially when we get into the new financial system that's going to be put into place or already into place. And they don't want all the regular folks into XRP. So they're going to be shaking you out of there, which is normal. So when they do the shaking, don't get out. Okay. XRP is going to be fine. They're going to be doing all the banking stuff. It's already in the Canadian banking system. Nobody knows. I know, because I know one of the guys who did the programming for that. It's already baked in the cake, and we're going to be flipping into the new XRP system within the banking system. Okay. Silver, I think is going to be just fine. I think it's going to be building up in the next little while. And they're probably, when it gets up to a certain amount, people are going to be taking some profit from that, which is normal. Okay. Hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Andre. What is the long-term trajectory of RAX? Never heard of RAX.
The stock.
Stock?
Isn't that one of the dollar signs in front of it's a stock?
Could be. I don't know. I like stocks. I think a lot of stocks are going to be coming on the way back.
AI hedge fund, probably fund.
It's a hedge fund. There we go. Now we know. Hedge fund. Eh? It's going to do okay. Long term, I think it's going to be coming to the end of a cycle, all the hard work and all that sort of thing going into this one. It's going to be paying off in a good way at the end. Road is going to be a little bit bumpy. Long term, I do think it's going to be a good one, but I think the stock market is going to go back up in a big way after the tariff thing. So if it's a hedge against the S&P 500 and all that sort of thing, it's going to have a limited lifespan. Okay? So when you get some profit from it, take it and get some Bitcoin. There you go. Can I ask, is Robert considering commitment with me? That death card really likes to show up every day, or today, anyways. Whatever things are going on, it's going to be an abrupt change in direction.
Not looking good.
Not looking good. But there is going to be somebody else that's around you that you're not paying attention to. Okay? That's what this chart is representing, the people around you. And this is focusing too much on the negative aspects of what's going on and not looking at the more positive things that are behind you or around you. This is the moment times that have been kind of being down and looking at the negative aspects of everything. There's going to be some positive outcomes around you. And when you look up and you look around, you're going to start to notice them. And they're going to be propelling you into your next level of understanding and new way of living. Okay? So it might be another person right there. What are the Taurus' current feelings towards me? No contact. I guess the person is a Taurus.
No, the person that she's thinking about. Yeah. The person that's. Does Taurus have feelings toward her?
Okay.
Or him?
Them.
Them.
No. That tower card right in the middle. I'm picking up. It's not that they don't like you, but they're just going through a period of time when something else is taking their attention fully. Something that's falling apart for them, so they're entirely focused on that. Okay, makes sense. This is a moment in time when we have to be more proactive. There's no more of this hoping that somebody asks us. This is the moment, especially in today's world, you go ask them. Okay? And sometimes the problem is not you, it's something else that's going on in their lives. And I'm feeling that they're having a financial turmoil right now, and they're focused on that and not anything else. So if you come along, you go, hey, need some help or something like that, that would be a good opening for you. They're not thinking about you because they dislike you. It's just they're going through a situation right now. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Hey, Henri, is the right person for me in my life right now, or when will I meet them soon? Yeah, you get some people around you already that fit the bill. So, like I keep telling everybody, get out there, be social, get into things that you're interested in. It could be church, could be a meetup, could be macrame, I don't know. Whatever it is. There may be some other people there that feel the same way, and they could be compatible. So, it's going to be a little bit of a long journey for you to meeting this one person because you keep looking in all the wrong places. It's like that country song, looking for love in all the wrong places, instead of where you're at. Never starting to sound like Yoda. Always looking to the future, never to where you are. I think it's already around you in one of the groups that you or will be belonging to very, very shortly. Okay? And just let it happen. Don't force it. That is the secret sauce to life. Don't try to control every aspect. Just allow universe to do its work, and it'll happen. And the wife has already changed the thing.
All right.
So that was your lesson for today. Just live life. Okay? Good day to you both. I am aiming to retire this year. Will I make it happen? Picking up no. But close. I think you're going to be another year in a bit until you can do the retirement thing, and getting all your stuff in line may take that period of time. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Any messages for me this week from my spirit team? Hello, Caesar. You want to come up? No. Look. It's my cat, if you're wondering. Just down here. Looking up. Wow, some good cards. Health-wise, make sure you get on all the things that you're supposed to be doing on your health. I know you need to exercise more, eat better, Just do those things as well as you can. Financially, you're going to be in a good way. There's some new ideas and all that sort of thing coming your way, and you're going to be capitalizing on them, and the world is your oyster. With friends, family, all that sort of thing. Everything is going to be going a good direction for you in the next little while. Also picking up, don't muddy the water on that. Everything is going to go pretty smooth. Not going to have them worried. Just be you. Okay? Don't try to control the situation. Allow universe to do its thing and go with it for the people that are around you. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. What do I think of Tangem wallets? Don't know anything about Tangem wallets. Do we know anything about Tangem wallets? We mainly deal with Treasure and what's our other wallet? Exodus wallet. So those are our two main wallets right now. It used to be Bread, if you remember that long ago. That was a long time ago. What's the other wallet we do? Trust wallet. Those are kind of the three wallets we go back and forth with. Tangent wallets. I'm just picking up it. It's okay.
Maybe some cards would know.
Some cards might know. My feeling is that it's okay. The cards are like, It just, there's some slight problems with them in this particular wallet. I think just sticking with a trust wallet or a Treasure or something along those lines is probably a little bit better. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Henri. I'm ready for a new relationship. Will it happen for me? Yes. Ledger wallet? They're okay. We'll get to that in a second. New relationship. If you want it to happen, it'll happen. Don't have to ask my permission. Caesar says yes.
Caesar was curious what Mommy's doing over here.
Yeah. That death card keeps coming back. I do shuffle the cards, but it keeps coming back.
It's upside down, though.
Upside down, so whatever it is that you're going through, it's going to be doing okay. You're going to be allowing universe to help you in a big way. Stop trying to control the outcome of everything. That's rule number one of life is stop trying to control people. Can't do that. And just go along and go with the flow of universe. I do think that there's going to be some good relationships coming towards you in a good way. Some romantic and some not. And they're going to be propping up your next step in understanding of the universe this summertime. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Andre. May I please have 3-card reading? We got a motorcycle outside. Vroom, 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 vroom. Is it our friend?
He's sick, remember?
All right. We have 2 or 3 people with motorcycles. Very loud ones. It was luck. Once his cards read. Health, what you thought was going to be taking a long period of time for health, it's going to be actually taking a little less time than what you had figured. Getting into it. Now we got to work on the consistency. So if that's working out, Just doing that consistently, and you're going to be just fine. Nothing happens overnight. Financially, you're going to be just doing fine, and you're wondering if there's going to be a fight with some people around you. That's not going to be happening. You're bracing for impact, and it's not going to be something that's going to be happening. It's actually going to be smoother than what you had thought. Okay? There you go. A couple of the psychics predicted that this was the last pope, and that is the end of the Catholic Church. What say you? I don't think it's the end of the Catholic Church, even though they takes a whole lot of punches to the face. It'll keep going. It's not as relevant as it once was because of things that clergy have been doing in the last several years. But there is going to be another pope, very, very shortly, because they are part of leadership of the world. They may take a different form and not be so visual, but they will still be there. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Good day, all. Will I receive full amount of 50% or less, etc. of award by arbitrator in my TDA dispute next week? Yvonne, please chime in. Chime.
48%.
48%. Something like that. I don't see the full 50%. It is going to be going into your favor, but there's going to be some deal making behind the scenes to get everything through. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out.
Looking through the
Time for a sip of coffee. Arbitration. In a few weeks, should I hire John Singleton for a pre-trial consult? He is expensive, but worth. Yes. I think in this moment in time, you're going to be needing one of the best people for this particular situation because it's going to be cheaper in the long run because you can get through the process much, much quicker. So, yes. Robert. Hi, Andre and Yvonne. Andre, will my car be considered totaled by the insurance? Will I end up with a new car or truck? Yes and yes. Timing, 2 weeks-ish in that period of time. Okay? Hi, guys. Yvonne and Andre. Will I be a successful sports trading in Bovano or too risky? Will you be successful? Not as successful as you think you're going to be. I think you're going to be maybe losing a little bit of money with that. Okay?
multi-part question. Or
Multi-part question.
what's
Been going through this year now, soon to be brought back to my twin, biggest awakening ever, warlock, black magic, everything they attacked me with. I was protected always. I am downloaded all the time, revealing that what's hidden. It's been amazing, but painful. I pray for a masculine It's divinely guided, so forgiveness is key. Leading darkness to light, that's love. Can I ask angels, is there anything more I need to see? You're doing everything correctly, and I think the solution to many of that is you allow universe to do a lot of the work for you. And that's usually always the answer, is just calling light upon you to do the protection and sending out love to whoever's trying to hurt you. Always works like a charm. And you'd be amazed on how universe can, or angels, or whatever you want to call it, will change everything for the better when you allow universe to do its thing. You're doing everything right. Just allow more of the universe to do the work. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Ledger wallet. Yeah, they're good. They're a bit more complex than Trezor, but they're still a good wallet. Hey, Andre, is SHIB higher or lower than 3 cents by end of December? It's birthday gift for the wife. 2 cents in that period of time. Okay.
Last one.
Last one. Do you see my court case against my old boss successful or unsuccessful? Successful. You may not be getting everything that you think you're going to be getting, but you're going to be getting something. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. With that said, thank you everybody for joining us for today's show. If you like a personal reading with me, make sure to go to secretreadingsbyandre.com where all that information is there. If you like a personal healing with my Reiki Master wife, just over there, that information is also on our website. If you would like to protect your cryptocurrencies in the best possible way, we have the Trezor Cold Storage Wallet for sale on our website. If you should happen to purchase one from us, know that we make a little bit of profit from that. With that said, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the little bell thing and all that wonderful stuff so you never miss out. Until then, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.